What's going on, my fellow degenerates? Passion here once again with another video with some Overwatch 2 gameplay. So today, I wanted to do something a little bit unhinged. I wanted to go through all 44 heroes in Overwatch 2 and give you guys my top 5 skins for each of them. As of currently right now, near the end of Season 18 in Overwatch 2. So I will say right off the bat that there might be some errors here on where these skins came from. I tried to research where these specific skins came from, like what seasons or what events. Were they in the battle pass or in the shop? I tried to get my facts as straight as I could. And there may also be a little bit of recency bias for some of them, as well as some of them that are for fairly new heroes that just don't have a whole lot of skins currently. So I kind of had to scrape the bottom of the barrel for those. But we're going to go through all 44 heroes and give you guys my top 5 skins for all of them, starting from the least to the best of the top 5 here. So we're going to go in alphabetical order, in role order as well, starting with the tanks. And that means D.Va is up first. So starting off with D.Va for our top 5 skins, we have at number 5 the EDM skin from the Season 1 Battle Pass. I love this skin. Unfortunately, I was not able to get this. This came out right when Overwatch 2 launched, and I wasn't playing the game then, so I don't have this one, but it's a great skin. I see it all the time and makes me super jealous of people that have it. At number 4, we do have a skin that I do have, and that is Wave Racer from the Overwatch 1 Summer Games event loot boxes. I love this skin. It's a great summer themed skin. I tend to put it on every summer. I just love the colors on it. It's super fun. It's awesome. At number 3, we have a fairly recent skin, and that is the cardboard skin from the Season 14 shop. I just love, the various cardboard flourishes on it. I love how D.Va's bomb has been converted to a pillow in this skin. I love the sound effects that it makes. Even D.Va's just casual outfit underneath it is really awesome. It's a great skin. I love it. At number 2, we have from the Season 10 shop, it is Infinite Ace D.Va. This is the Talon themed skin for D.Va. I do not have this skin yet, but I am hoping I pull it in a loot box someday because it is so badass. The way her face mask looks in this, all the black and red and gray color scheme makes it look super evil and super dark. I love it a whole hell of a lot. But what is D.Va's best skin, you may ask? Well, that I'm going to give it to the Season 16 shop skin, Nocturna. I just, love the dress that D.Va wears in this. I think the colors are really nice, and it's definitely got that, magical girl vibe that Doki Watch kind of gave us in that season. So yeah, that's my top 5 for D.Va. So moving on to Doomfist's top 5 skins. Surprisingly, none of his top 5 skins that I've had listed here are from Overwatch 2. They've all been from Overwatch 1. Starting out at number 5, we have the formal skin from the Archives event in the event loot boxes. It's just a really simplistic Doomfist skin, but I mean, hey, it's pretty sick, and it fits Doom's personality really well. I do believe he actually wore it in a comic once as well. So if you're into the lore for that, that's one reason to own this skin, I guess. At number 4, we have from the Overwatch 1 Winter Wonderland event loot boxes, we have Jotun. I know he did get a recolor of this in Season 14, but honestly, I think the original just looks better with the blue skin, so that's why I went with this one at number 4. At number 3, we have one from the Overwatch League, that is Thunder Doomfist. So this is one of the limited time Overwatch League skins back when that was a thing. I'll see a lot of people rocking this. It's definitely one of Doom's most badass skins, I think, in terms of, how they made his, head. It almost reminds me of, Baraka from, Mortal Kombat, it looks really sick. And then at number 2, we have the skin that I currently rock on Doomfist. It's, one of my favorite skins. And that is the tropical skin from the Overwatch 1 Summer Games event loot boxes. I just love the simplicity of it, and how he's like wearing the, you know, the summer shorts and all of that. It gives a very beachy vibe to it. I love it a lot. It looks really cool on Doomfist. And then at number 1, we have a base legendary that was added, I believe, during the Blizzard World update to Overwatch 1, and that is his Black Hand skin. It's just super cool with like the volcanic kind of elements to it, and the metal and all that. It looks super dope. I love it quite a bit. I don't know if I have. I think I might have it. I don't know if I have it or not, but I might. I just tend to use tropical over this one, but I still think that this one, if you break it down just by how cool the skin looks, Black Hand is definitely the best one. Moving on to Hazard. And Hazard is one of those heroes that, again, like, is kind of lacking in the skin department. Doesn't have a whole lot to go off of, so I kind of had to scrape the bottom of the barrel here. That's why at number 5 it's just his default skin. It's just his default skin. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit cheaty, but again, Hazard doesn't have that many skins, and I'll tell you right now that even though he does have his Vixie skin, I don't think that it's really even in his top 5. So the fact that I put his default skin here shows you that I'm not a big fan of the Vixie skin. But moving on to number 4, we have just one of his rare recolors, and that is Explosive. Pretty good recolor for one of his rares. Number 3, we have another rare recolor, and that is Corrosive. Getting just a little bit better than Explosive in my opinion. But that's when then we start getting to the actual good skins, right? Number 2 is Mobster from the Season 14 Battle Pass, when Hazard was introduced. Still a great skin. I was rocking it for a very long time. Until his number 1 skin came out this season, Season 18, and that will be the Streetwear skin in the Season 18 shop. So that's going to be my number 1 pick for Hazard skins. Moving on, let's move on to a hero where they actually do have quite a few skins, and it's not so boring as Hazard's top 5. Junker Queen. So at number 5 for Junker Queen, I have one of their epic skins that launched with the hero in the hero gallery, and that is Punker Queen. I love the Punker Queen skin. For a long time was my go-to Junker Queen skin, even over some of her other legendary skins, because it's just that good. At number 4, we have the Necrotic Witch from Season 13's Battle Pass. That was really good. Again, one of my favorite Junker Queen skins. I was using that for quite a while. At number 3, we have a skin I don't have, but I do love it a lot, and that is the Huntress skin from the Season 8 Battle Pass. Really great skin for Queen there. At number 2, we have probably one of my favorite Junker Queen skins, and that is the Jotun skin from the Season 14 Battle Pass. It was between Jotun and Necrotic Witch for a long time. It's like which one I would want to use, but I think Jotun's just a little bit better than Necrotic Witch, and I was using that for a long time with Junker Queen. And at number 1 is one of her most recent skins. That's gotta be the Poolside skin from the Season 18 shop. I love it. I love this, like, the shark theme on it. It's just great. Moving on to our buddy Mauga. Now, Mauga's number 5 is his Bone Splinter skin from the Season 8 shop. And again, like, I wasn't playing the game before Season 11, so fortunately I don't have this. But next one I do have, and that is the Port de Paix skin from the Season 11 shop. I do believe it's a shop skin. Yep, I do have that one. I like the pilot intro that kind of goes with it too. It's really good. At number 3 for Mauga, we have the Jotun skin from Season 14. I believe that was a shop skin. I have it in my notes as Battle Pass, but I believe it was a shop skin. Yeah, really great, good go-to Mauga skin. But at number 2, we have the Demon Rocker Mauga. I believe that was in the Battle Pass. I do believe it has. Again, it has here listed as shop from my AI assistant that I use to help kind of like organize this whole thing. But I do believe that was a Battle Pass skin in Season 16. I do love it though. Demon Rocker Mauga is, I think, the one I'm still currently rocking on Mauga to this day, because it's a really great skin. And then at number 1, we have a skin unfortunately I don't have, but I think it looks fantastic, and that is the Magma Mauga from the Season 8 Battle Pass. Absolutely fantastic. So, moving on to Orisa. At number 5 for Orisa, we have a skin from the original Overwatch 1 Summer Games event loot boxes. That is Ice Cream. I don't have this skin. I don't know if it was ever ported over to Overwatch 2. Someday I do hope to get it. It's a great skin. At number 4, we have another skin I don't have, and that is a challenge reward in Season 10, and that is the OR unit Orisa. Very similar to her Null Sector skin, but kind of like more done up a little bit better for her redesign in Overwatch 2. So, again, great skin for Orisa. At number 3, we have a skin I do believe I have, and that is the Forest Spirit Orisa from the Overwatch 1 Anniversary event loot boxes. Kind of came out of nowhere when the anniversary event happened, but it's one of Orisa's best skins. I do quite love it. Moving on to number 2, which was my go-to Orisa skin for years after I got it, and that is her Demon skin from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event loot boxes. I know they had a recolor of this fairly recently. I don't like the recolor as much as the original Demon one. I think the Demon one is just piece de resistance, one of Orisa's best skins, hands down. But number 1 is the one of her most recent skins, and it's one that I've been rocking well past its unveil and its release, and that is the 8-bit Orisa from the Season 17 Battle Pass. I love it a lot, even though it's just an epic skin. It's one of Orisa's best skins, and yeah, happy to have it. Moving on to Ramatra. So for Ramatra, I have at number 5 one of his default epic skins in the hero gallery, and that is Wandering Monk. I do believe this is the same outfit that was in the cinematics for Overwatch Invasion, which kind of makes it a little bit, cooler in terms of like the lore and everything of Overwatch. So that's why I put it here. At number 4, we have one I don't own. As a matter of fact, I don't think I own a lot of these. But at number 4, I have one of his skins from the Season 2 Battle Pass, and that is Primordial. So yeah, that's a epic Ramatra skin. I do love it. At number 3, we have his Necromancer skin from the Season 3 shop. I think I might have this one. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to double check, but yeah, great skin for Ramatra. At number 2, which I was kind of surprised when I was researching this, because I didn't realize that Ramatra had 2 skins in the same Battle Pass, which is kind of like weird. I thought I had kind of messed up somewhere, but doing my research, yeah, it seems like he had 2 skins in the same Battle Pass, and that was in Season 2. He had another skin in that same Battle Pass that Primordial was in, and that is the Poseidon skin. A classic. I see a lot of people using that. It's a fantastic Ram skin. And at number 1, I gotta go with one from the Gundam collab in Season 16. That is the Epion Ramatra. It's just a fantastic skin. Fits him really well. I love it. Moving on to Reinhardt. So, at number 5 is a skin that I could have gotten, but I really wasn't into it at the time. I've only kind of grown to like it more now that it's kind of long gone and not back in the shop anymore. but that is the Optimus Prime skin from the Season 11 Transformers collab in the shop. It's so... it recreates Optimus Prime so faithfully that, like, man, like, I kind of wish I had gotten that Transformers bundle now. I wasn't really interested in it when it came out, but, like, now that it's gone, I'm like, oh, damn, I kind of wish I'd gotten that. So, moving on to number 4, we have Reinhardt's cardboard skin from Season 14, absolute classic. And you gotta love the sound effects on it and everything, just like with all the cardboard skins. They're fantastic. At number 3, which is one of his most recent skins, and that is the poolside skin from the Season 18 shop. Again, when I first saw this skin teased back in a skin survey last year, I thought it was great, and now having it in game, it's fantastic. I am glad that I do own it. I'm glad that I also own our spot at number 2, which is kind of one that I've been going to as one of my go-to Ryan skins for quite a while, and that is his 2020 All-Star skin from the Overwatch League. I just love, like, the kind of, like, druid-inspired kind of, like, look of it all. Like, the foresty glowing kind of hammer looks really, really nice. But at number 1 is a skin that I wish I had gotten, but again, wasn't playing the game then, and I see people with it, and it bothers me. So anytime the Mirror Watch event rolls around, I'm always sure to play around with it a little bit, and that is his Fallen Knight skin from the Season 10 Battle Pass. So Talon Reinhardt just looks so badass and so cool. If you got this skin, you're lucky, because I wish I had. Moving on to Roadhog, I should say, number 5. Starting out with, again, one of those skins that was part of the content drop for Blizzard World, and that was the addition of Butcher Roadhog, obviously based off the Butcher from Diablo. Yeah, this was just in the Hero Gallery. I do believe I have it. And I remember back in the day, it was so cool to see, like, you know, all these other Blizzard characters coming in as skins for the launch of Blizzard World. And I believe I did get quite a few of them. So yeah, it's one of Roadhog's best skins, I will say. Moving on to number 4, which is a skin I don't think I have because I wasn't really playing the game around the time that it came out. But it is Frosty from the Winter Wonderland from Overwatch 1, the event loot boxes. And yeah, it was a toss-up for many of Roadhog's winter skins, which one I thought was the coolest. I mean, his Rudolph skin was in contention, but I think that Frosty just kind of pushes it a little bit over the top, and that's why I made it onto this list. And number 3 is another skin that I wish I had gotten when it was out. I don't have it. I think people have pulled it from loot boxes, but I'm not 100% sure. But man, it's such a great Roadhog skin. It is the Pachimari skin from his Overwatch 2 Pachimari event. And obviously we knew that Roadhog is a big fan of Pachimari, right? Because he has his, like, little secret friend emote and everything, so we know he loves Pachimari. So to see a whole, like, fanboy Pachimari skin for him, fantastic. Moving on to number 2, which is his most recent skin. Came in the Season 18 Ultimate Battle Pass, and that is Lily Roadhog. So it gives off kind of this, like, Miami crime boss kind of vibe to it. I do really, really like it, but and I still am using it. Still currently am using it because it's new, but to me, I think his best skin was the one I had equipped before that for a very long time, and that is at number 1 from the Season 13 Battle Pass. It is Haunted Doll Roadhog. It just, the creepy factor, like, just can't be matched on that skin. It's so cool. I love it. And it's only an epic skin, too. Can you imagine? It's only an epic skin. Moving on to Sigma. So with Sigma, I have at number 5 his Carbon Fiber skin from the Overwatch 1 Anniversary Event loot boxes. I was rocking this skin for a long, long time, until our number 1 came out. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. But at number 4, we have a skin that I unfortunately don't have, but looking at it, on the wiki. It looks so cool, and that is his Galactic skin from the Season 3 Battle Pass. Super, super cool skin with that. At number 3, we have one that I believe I do have. It is Rhyme from the Overwatch 1 Winter Wonderland event loot boxes. I think like when that came out, I mistook it for the Lich King, because it's like giving like very much Lich King vibes with that. But no, it's not Lich King. We did get a Lich King skin later for Reinhardt, but yeah, still kind of the same kind of vibes with it. I thought it was cool. At number 2, I might ruffle some feathers with this. All right, might ruffle some feathers with this, but hear me out. I think at number 2, it is the Beholder skin from the Season 9 Battle Pass. I just love how like different and creepy it looks, and I don't see a lot of people using it. But man, I kind of wish more people would, because it looks kind of badass. So yeah, Beholder Sigma is at number 2. But moving to number 1 is the skin that I have been using for Sigma for a while since it came out. It was in the Season 17 Ultimate Battle Pass, and that is the Professor de Kuiper skin for Sigma from the Overwatch Academy bundle. Well, it wasn't in the Overwatch Academy bundle. It was part of that same set, but it was in the Ultimate Battle Pass, like I said. Yeah, love this skin, love the colors on it. It's fantastic. I don't see myself getting off this anytime soon unless something better comes along. So moving on to Winston, our number 5 skin for Winston is going to be the Ugly Sweater skin from this Season 8 shop. Super iconic winter skin for Winston. I believe it was actually featured in both of the Overwatch holiday comics. So it's got that little bit of lore tie-in as well. But yeah, super iconic skin. I had to include it here. At number 4, we have yet another super iconic skin for Winston. And again, people might like come at me for rating this so low, but it's gotta be the Yeti skin from the Overwatch 1 Winter Wonderland event loot boxes. I mean, how could I not, right? It was part of the whole May Snowball offensive mode, right? You got to play as Yeti Winston in that. And it's such a classic skin. I do quite love it. At number 3, we have a skin that I don't believe I have, but I'm looking to pull it out of a loot box at some point, because I know that some people have. I think my tank player for my team, Jackie, has actually pulled this out of a loot box fairly recently, and that is the Halloween Terror event loot box skin Werewolf. Werewolf is super, super cool. Way cooler than the one he got in Season 13, like, I believe it was Season 13, yeah, Jesus Christ, that was not a good skin. But Werewolf, absolutely loved it. At number 2, we have a skin that I am currently using on Winston, and I'm going to be sad when it leaves the Game Pass integration at the end of this season. Hopefully I pull it out of a loot box, and I kind of wish I had bought it when it came out, but that's got to be Toxic from Season 15, the shop for Season 15. It's so cool with like the metal like mask over his mouth and the coloring. It's just super cool. But at number 1 has been my go-to Winston skin for quite a while, until like the Toxic one came out, and probably when Toxic leaves Game Pass, I'm probably gonna go back to this. It is the skin from the anniversary event. That is Gargoyle from Overwatch 1's anniversary event loot boxes. And I believe they also used it in Wrath of the Bride as well for Winston. So yeah, love the Gargoyle skin. It's absolutely amazing with those colors and stuff. So yeah, love it. Moving on to our buddy Wrecking Ball. So Wrecking Ball is like a little kind of hard because there wasn't a whole lot of like amazing skins for Wrecking Ball. Luckily I didn't go as far as to like put some of his, you know, like some of his rare recolors or even his default skin. I didn't have to stoop that low, but it was kind of hard to pick good Wrecking Ball skins. But I did get 5 of them. Starting out at number 5, we have the Porcelain skin from the Lunar New Year event loot boxes in Overwatch 1. I don't know what about it. Something about it just makes it look very elegant and very nice, so I put it here. At number 4, we have, from the Archives event loot boxes, we have High Roller. This has been one of my favorite skins for Wrecking Ball for a long time. I rocked it for quite a while, and it's one of Wrecking Ball's best skins for sure. At number 3, we have one that I actually don't have, but it was part of the Trials of Sanctuary event in Season 7 of Overwatch 2. It says Battle Pass here. I don't know if it was a Battle Pass skin. It might have been like a challenge skin or whatever. But it was the Asmodan skin for Wrecking Ball. Again, from that Diablo crossover that they did for Season 7. And yeah, it just looks super killer. I kind of wish I had this. It's a really like intimidating looking Wrecking Ball skin. I don't know how you make a hamster look intimidating, but apparently there you go. At number 2, it was kind of a hard for me because there's quite a few skins that could have gone here, but I think that I gotta give it to his Jack-o'-lantern skin from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event loot boxes. Something about, like, you know, the burlap sack mask over Hammond's face and everything. It looks super creepy, super menacing. I do love it quite a bit. But at number 1, it's got to go to the skin that came out this season, man. In Season 18, the Battle Pass, I got to give it to Watermelon Wrecking Ball. Fantastic Wrecking Ball skin. I do love it quite a lot. Moving on to our last tank, we have Zarya. So for Zarya, at number 5, I chose the Overwatch 1 Legendary skin, Barbarian, which again I think came out as part of that Blizzard World content drop. Man, Blizzard World kind of gave us a hell of a lot of like memorable, awesome skins. At number 4, I have one that I picked up fairly recently, and I'm glad it kind of came back into the shop for me to get, so I did buy it, and that is the Talon skin from Season 10, the Mirror Watch set. Really great. I think of, like, before, if you wanted like a good like kind of black and red looking Zarya, you kind of were left with her kind of crappy goth skins from Overwatch 1. So when Talon Zarya came out and it was like a much cooler looking like black and red Zarya, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's kind of dope. So I did pick that up. I do have it. I also have this next one, which is one of my default. Was what I was rocking this skin for forever when I was playing Overwatch 1 back in the day, and well into Overwatch 2. When I didn't actually, like, you know, replace this skin for quite a while, and that is the Totally 80s skin from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event loot boxes. Yeah, super iconic skin. Love the hairstyle, love the outfit. You know, it's just hella cool. I'm loving the Totally 80s Zarya, and I kept that on Zarya for such a long time until number 2 came to dethrone it. And when I first saw this number 2 pick, I didn't think that it was gonna be anywhere near as cool, but damn has it grown on me. And that is the Cyber Enforcer from the Season 15 Battle Pass. Something about the gun, I think, in particular with that. Something about the gun and her hair and her outfit. I'm saying all that, and I'm realizing that's the entire skin. But man, it was so dope. And I am still currently rocking the Cyber Enforcer, I do believe, on Zarya. Actually, it might be the Talon Zarya I'm using right now, but I have rocked that Cyber Enforcer for a long time since that came out. But at number 1 was one that I didn't get. I don't actually have it, and I wish I did, because it's definitely Zarya's best skin, and that is from the Season 6 Battle Pass. It's Apocalypse. Definitely, like, giving off major Mad Max, like, Fury Road vibes with that one. Wish I had got it, but I wasn't playing the game then, so yeah. Moving on to our DPS heroes. So, starting off with Ashe. At number 5, and I believe from DPS onward, the research was a bit more thorough, because I realized how many mistakes it was making with tank, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck that up again. So I researched the DPS and supports a little bit more thoroughly. So starting with Ashe, like I said, At number 5, we have one that I put on here mostly for the way it makes Bob look, and also kind of the way it changes her like voice lines and stuff. But that is gotta be Warlock from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event. Yeah, a super cool one with that. At number 4, we have one that it is a recolor. I tried not to put too many recolors on here, unless I really thought it warranted it. And this one, man, I think it did. It is Ash's Flamingo skin from the Season 18 shop as part of the poolside bundle. Again, it's a recolor of her old summer skin, but man, when it comes to recolors, this might be one of the best recolors that they've ever done. It's arguably even better than her original summer skin, so that's why I put it here. At number 3, we have one that has Bob looking like a security guard, and it's so sick. It is the Fearless skin from the Season 15 shop, specifically the SSERAFIM collab, the second round of that. Yeah, I remember how hype it was when this skin came out. Everybody was going crazy for it. I still think it's one of Ash's best skins. At number 2 is one that I don't have. I've seen other people unlock it. I'm waiting to unlock it myself, because I know it is in the loot boxes. It's in the loot boxes. People have pulled it. Just waiting for my chance to pull it as well. Hopefully sooner rather than later. And that is the Haunted Doll Ash from the Season 7 shop. That kind of gives her this like porcelain look. They turn Bob into this like menacing teddy bear. So yeah, love this skin. But at number 1, and this might be a little bit controversial, some people might put Haunted Doll up there at the top, but to me, I think this number 1 is a little bit better. I do have it, and just like, it's one that it's like timeless for me. And that's gotta be her Haunted skin from the Season 10 shop. I did buy this a few seasons ago when it was back in the shop, and I love it. It's definitely one of Ash's best skins. Moving on to Bastion. And with Bastion, I have, at number 5, his Avalanche skin from the Winter Wonderland event in Overwatch 1. Simply because, like, a lot of these skins that Bastion has tend to try to keep his look mostly the same. I mean, you look at something like his Guishan skin, right, and, they change his head up a little bit, right? But it's mostly always just like the one eye, right? He's only got one eye. Avalanche to me makes it cool because like they actually gave Bastion 2 eyes and they completely like reshaped his head, and just the colors they gave him and the way he looks like as a converted snowmobile looks super cool. Love it. At number 4, we have a skin that I didn't actually buy, but again, kind of regretting it and wishing I did, and that is his Toxic skin from the Season 15 shop. How he had, like, you know, the brain floating in, like, the juice and everything as part of his head, the way that Ganymede is wearing, like, a gas mask. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, super cool skin for Bastion at number 4. At number 3, we have yet another cardboard skin from the Season 14 shop. Again, just with these cardboard skins, like, I love the design of them. I love the sound effects they make. They're super whimsical and really great. It was hard for me to actually pick a number 2 because, again, like the other one, like some of the other ones, there was a lot of like good skins I could have put here. But I was debating, like, you know, like what was a more iconic skin for number 2, and I ultimately landed on Gingerbread Bastion from the Season 2 shop. I don't believe I have this one, but even if I don't, I'll probably will be getting it sometime soon because very reliably, ever since it's come out, Gingerbread Bastion has repeatedly returned to the shop around holiday time. So it's fairly easy to get. So I should get it fairly soon if I don't already have it. And at number 1, I'm kicking myself. I don't have this one, and it's one of Bastion's rarest skins. I think only second to the BlizzCon Bastion that I do have. And that is the Lego Bastion from Bastion's Brick Challenge back in Overwatch 1. I think this was done to kind of promote the Overwatch Lego sets, which, again, I did make one of those Lego sets fairly recently. I have a video on it if you want to go check that out on my channel. But yeah, Lego Bastion is super cool. It uses, like, all the, like, assets from Lego, like the firing of his gun are actually like Lego fire pieces, right? And it sounds like he's actually like shooting like little brick bullets. It's just so good. I love the Lego Bastion, and I'm jealous of anyone that has it because I don't think it's coming back anytime soon. Moving on to Cassidy. So for number 5, I have his Ultrawatch skin from the Season 11 shop. Gives him kind of like, you know, a Western Power Ranger kind of vibe with that. Super cool. At number 4, there's one I don't actually have, but considering it's a shop skin, I imagine I could probably pull it in a loot box, and that would be super, super cool if I did. And that is the C455 Sharpshooter. Obviously turning Cass into a Omnic instead. I thought this was going to be Season 10, but it's Season 6. It's a Season 6 shop skin. So hopefully I can pull that out of a loot box at some point. For number 3, it's one I do have, and it was my go-to Cass skin for such a long time, and that is his Van Helsing skin from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event loot boxes. I just love the way like his arm looks in this, the way his gun looks in this. It's super, super cool. I love it. At number 2, one of Cass's most iconic skins has got to be his Blackwatch skin from the Overwatch 1 Archives event loot boxes. Man, seeing the skin takes me back to playing Retribution, playing through that PvE mission, arguably one of the best PvE missions that Overwatch has ever done. And I'm glad that we have the skin to still use from that time. It's great. And at number 1, again, Cass has a lot of good skins. It was hard to pick a number 1, but I think in the end, I gotta go with his Lifeguard skin from the Overwatch 1 Summer Games. I mean, this is definitely just one of Cass's best skins. Like, you can't even argue. Like, it's so iconic, and definitely is just a great summer skin to rock on Cass if you wanna rock a cool Cass skin in the summer. So yeah, love that. Moving on to Echo. At number 5 has been one of my go-to Echo skins, and that is her Vampire Bat skin from the Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1. I just love like the black and red color scheme, the way they make her head look like, you know, bat with like bat ears and stuff. It looks super, super cool. At number 4, I wasn't expecting to have this one on here, but after like looking through all of Echo's skins, I'm like, yeah, you know what? It is one of her best skins. And that is the Mary Marionette skin from Season 14. It was a challenge reward for the Christmas season. And it kind of like, you know, I believe it's just a recolor of her Victorian doll skin. But I think it's better than that one. Just by the way the colors are and the very like, Christmassy vibe of it. It's really, really cool. At number 3, we have this skin I do have. I got it during the Overwatch League team inventory sale. Obviously, from the Overwatch League, it's Good and Evil Echo. Just the duality of this skin is super cool, where you got one side that's all like corrupted and hell-like, and then the other side is like really angelic, and you know, it's just super, super cool. Amazing skin concept for Echo. I'm glad I have it. At number 2, the skin I bought fairly recently, but it's a fairly older skin, and that is her Surf's Up skin from the Overwatch 1 Summer Games. Just, you know, the whole watery kind of vibe to it, the surfer vibe. Really, really cool. And I have been rocking this skin on Echo since I got it. However, her number 1 skin is a skin I have been chasing and still have yet to pull. I believe it's probably in the loot boxes. I would assume it's in the loot boxes, considering it was a challenge reward for Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror, and I know that there have been other challenge reward skins in the loot boxes, so I don't see why this one wouldn't be. But it's definitely Echo's best skin. That's Ragdoll Echo, as seen obviously in Wrath of the Bride as well. And man, I am waiting for the day I pull this skin. The day I pull this skin is going to be monumentous. I think that, like, out of all the skins that I'm missing but still have the opportunity to get through the loot boxes, I think Ragdoll Echo is my number 1 chase skin right now. out of any hero. It's super cool. I'm really hoping I pull it sometime soon. Of course, now that I've hit pretty much my limit of getting all the commons and everything with loot boxes, and I'm now just getting a bunch of dupes all the time when I open loot boxes. It's gonna be a little bit harder, but hopefully with some of those epic loot boxes, the legendary loot boxes, I will have a chance to eventually pull Ragdoll Echo. And the day I do, I'm gonna go nuts because I love this skin. Moving on to Freya. So just like Hazard, Freya doesn't have a lot of cool skins. However, I didn't go as far to put the default skin on here. Though I do at number 5 have the teal rare recolor of her base skin called Laventful. And at number 4 I have the red rare recolor of her skin in Router. So yeah, I kind of, again, just like with Hazard, kind of had to scrape the bottom of the barrel for Freya. Not a whole lot of skins for Freya in that department. But at number 3, we got a skin that just came out this season, in Season 18, and that is her Galactic skin. It was a competitive reward for players who hit Diamond or above in competitive, and it matches the Galactic weapon variants that we've seen introduced in Season 15. Love this skin. I don't think I'm ever going to get it. I don't think I can, in this season or any other season, manage to hit Diamond. I hope that they'll still have the opportunity to get this skin, like, in seasons down the line, but considering on my best roll, I've only made it to, like, low plat, I'm very, very unconfident that I'll be able to ever hit Diamond and unlock this skin. But if I do, man, I'm gonna definitely be rocking this skin on Freya. It's such a sign of, like, you know, of respect whenever I see somebody with that Galactic Freya skin. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I know this player. It's pretty good to at least hit Diamond, man. Like, that's crazy. So at number 2, we have another skin that just came out this season. And it was a toss-up between whether to put this at number 2 or number 1. I ultimately put it at number 2, and that is her streetwear skin from Season 18. Super cool, like, punky kind of vibes with this one. I love it. I'm currently rocking it on Freya as we speak. It's great. But if I had to pick Freya's best skin, while streetwear is really close, I gotta give it to her Season 16 Ultimate Battle Pass skin, Heart of Courage, from the Doki Watch set. I mean, this just is a masterpiece craft of a skin. And, like, I think that once the streetwear is kind of worn off, I'll probably end up going back to Heart of Courage, man. It's so good. Love that skin for Freya. So, moving on to Genji. So, with Genji, starting out at number 5, is a skin I've rocked on him for quite a while. It is his skeleton skin from the Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1. I believe it was a challenge reward that you could get. And I don't see a lot of people, like, using this skin or praising this skin, but man, it's so good. Like, why don't people use this skin? It's fantastic. Moving on to number 4 is a skin I don't have for Genji, but at least I get to play around with it a little bit whenever Magic and Mischief comes back every, like, April Fools, or sometime usually they'll come back during the Lunar New Year event. And that is his skin from Prop Hunt there in Royal Guard, the Royal Guard Genji. Definitely makes him look like a noble knight, and it looks super cool. I kind of wish I had it. That was from the Season 5 Battle Pass. And yeah, great skin. At number 3, I almost put his, like, ice skin on here, but then I saw the recolor of it from the Season 7 shop, and that is Volcanic. And it makes it look a whole lot cooler. I'm not even tripping. Like it's so cool. I hope someday I maybe pull this in a loot box because it is so dope. At number 2 is a skin that I'm probably going to be picking up sooner rather than later, because I used to not really care for it, but it has since kind of grown on me, and I kind of want to have access to it. And that is his Season 1 Mythic skin, Cyber Demon. So yeah, the first Mythic skin we have on this list. There are a few others, but this is the first one. And I just love the customization options on this skin. The vocal effect is super cool. Love it. But if I had to pick his number 1 skin, while the Mythic is very, very cool, you have a lot of customizations options on it, I can't pick anything else other than his Blackwatch skin from the Overwatch 1 Archives event at #1. Just the way it's like, it's not a traditional Genji skin. You kind of can see part of his face, right? You see like his part cyberization. The black and red and like silver color scheme is just super, super cool. I always find myself going back to Blackwatch Genji, man. It's so good. Moving on to his brother Hanzo. Now for the number 5 pick, I have his streetwear skin from the Season 10 shop. Now, don't come at me, but I think streetwear is really cool. I know a lot of people clown on it. A lot of people say it's one of his worst skins. Man, I disagree. I think that streetwear is super, super cool. And I believe it's also isn't it a recolor of a skin that he got back in the Winter Wonderland event of Overwatch 1. I think it might be. But man, I think that Streetwear Hanzo is super, super cool. I think that was one of the skins that I got through the Game Pass integration when I actually did that. So yeah, super, super cool skin. Next one is a skin I don't have at number 4. It was part of the Kanazaka Challenge in Overwatch 1, and that is his Kyogisha skin, which to me kind of makes him look more like a badass kind of Japanese gangster, you know? Yeah, it looks really, really cool. Yakuza, that was the word I'm looking for. It makes him look like a Yakuza member. But I was trying to think in my head, like what is that called? I know the word for that, and yeah, it's a Yakuza. So yeah, makes Hanzo look like a super badass Yakuza, and I love it. Kind of wish I had gotten this skin. Hopefully it's in the loot boxes. I hope I can maybe pull it one day. At number 3, we have his Cyber Dragon skin from Season 1's shop. Again, a lot of people clown on this skin. Think it's not that great, but I disagree. I think it's really, really dope. Again, I think this is another skin that I unlocked with the Game Pass integration. Or if I didn't get Streetwear with the Game Pass integration, maybe I got it through like a loot box or something after the fact. I can't remember, but I do believe I do have it. At number 2 is not his Mythic. His Mythic is very cool, but if you had to put this skin and his Mythic together, I'd have to choose this skin. And it is the Azure Flame skin from the Overwatch 2 esports drop. Yeah, I never got this skin, but it looks hella sick. I do love it quite a bit. And at number 1, what else could I pick here besides the single? I think we're probably all in unanimous agreement this is Hanzo's best skin, right? It's got to be Cupid. It's got to be Cupid from the Season 9 Overwatch 2 shop. I do believe through Game Pass I have the recolor of this, and I have been rocking the recolor of it for quite a while, but I still wish I could get the original, man, because the original is like really, really iconic. I mean, it's the face of Loverwatch. I mean, come on. So yeah, Cupid Hanzo is going to be my number 1. Moving on to Junkrat. At number 5, it was kind of hard to pick a number 5 for Junkrat, but I figured, you know what, why not go with one of his most iconic skins? And that's got to be Dr. Drunkenstein from the very first Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1. I mean, it's so integral to the Halloween event. Like, obviously, the main Halloween game mode was kind of based off of it, you know, and even the sequel event was based off of it, and it's just a super iconic, great skin. I had to include it here. At number 4, we have a skin I don't have yet, but I do plan on getting eventually, if I can ever get it, and that is Junkrat's Mobster skin. I just love the way it looks, man. I love the kind of like the kind of like dapper kind of like gangster kind of thing. It looks really, really cool. At number 3, we have a skin I do believe I do have, and that is his Krampus skin from the Overwatch 1 Winter Wonderland event. I love the rip tire on this, and I just love the fact, you know, it just makes him look like the Demon Krampus. If you don't have any idea what that is, please Google it. It's fascinating. But yeah, super cool skin for Junkrat. I tend to try to like rock it every winter season because it's just that cool. At number 2, I might ruffle some feathers with number 2 here. A lot of people might hate this skin, but I think it's kind of low-key dope. That is his Foxy James skin from the Season 7 SSERAFIM collab. It was one of the challenge rewards for the limited time SSERAFIM game mode, which, by the way, I still have not yet played. I hope that comes back at some point. But yeah, Foxy James, just kind of like a less insane version looking version of Junkrat. He looks like just like a normal guy, but he's a normal guy who's a huge SSERAFIM fan. So, you know, maybe I see myself a little bit in Junkrat with this Foxy James skin. I do quite like his SSERAFIM skin for that event. But at number 1, I had to do the skin that's the most radical look for Junkrat. And a skin I don't have yet, but I will get at some point. It is his Junkbot skin from the Season 4 shop that basically turns him into an Omnic. It just looks so cool, man. I can't wait to get this skin. It's great. Moving on to May. So at number 5, we have a skin that I almost bought fairly recently, but then I decided against it. It was her Retro Star skin from the Season 1 shop. I just love the colors on it, man. It's so vibrant. Looks really cool. At number 4, which, to be honest, it was really hard for me to place this as low at number 4, but looking at some of May's other skins, I couldn't justify putting it any higher than this. But it's a classic. I had to throw it on here, and that is her Pajama skin from the Overwatch Archives event. It's so classic, man. Like the Pajama May skin is great. Like, you can't go wrong with that skin. The fact that you got like that oversized like Summer Games shirt on, rocking her pajamas with like the messy hair, like it's great. I love Pajama May. It's such an iconic classic skin. I find myself going back to it quite a lot. But at number 3, we have a skin that, again, I haven't seen a whole lot of people using, but I wish they would, because it's really dope, and I will never have access to it unless they somehow let people start acquiring Battle Pass skins somehow. And that is her skin from the Season 9 Battle Pass, Cursed Seer. It's just like really creepy. Like it's a creepy skin for May that you wouldn't expect May to have. Like even her other like Halloween skin, like the ghost one, right? Like the Chinese ghost one. It's not creepy. It's just cute. You know, like a lot of May skins are just so adorable and so cute. Like this one's actually creepy. Like it makes May actually creepy. I do love it. It's really cool. Hopefully someday I'll have some way to get this skin because it's great. At number 2, we have a skin I do have, and it is the Twitch drop from Season 15. That is Rainy Day May. I love everything about this skin. I love her hair. I love the raincoat. I love the frogs everywhere. I love the way that she splish splashes, like with the little emote that came with it. It's super adorable. I mean, out of the entire Rainy Day set, it's gotta be one of the best. That's why I put it at number 2. But at number 1 is the skin that I have been rocking on May and been rocking on May for quite some time. A lot of people may hate it, may think it's like gaudy and not super cool looking, but man, to me it's just dope. It's the Neon Streets May from the Overwatch 2 esports drop. I just love like the face mask on it. I love the way her hair is, you know. I'm one of the people that actually likes like the bright neon pink and black and blue colors on it. It's just really dope. I've been rocking this skin for quite a while since it came out. Moving on to Pharah. At number 5, we have Devil from the Season 5 shop. I believe it was the Season 5 starter pack. And I don't know when I got this skin. I might have got it in like the shop one day when it came back. But damn, like when I saw this, with me having a thing for like succubi and stuff, my jaw just dropped when I saw Devil Pharah, and I'm like, please give me that right now. So I have been rocking Devil Pharah for quite a long time, and it's definitely one of her best skins. Moving on to number 4, we have a skin I wish I had, and I don't know if I'll ever get it. It might come in a loot box, I'm hoping. and that is her Sunset skin from the Overwatch 1 Summer Games. I just love the very like tropical Hawaiian kind of vibe to it. It's super cool. It gives me such calming, relaxing tropical vibes with it. Really cool. At number 3, we have a skin I do have for. I just haven't felt the need to equip it in quite a while, but it's one I definitely have used before. And that is her Aviator skin from the Overwatch 1 Archives event. It's very basic looking, but it's like just Pharah in like normal plain clothes, but like just wearing her sunglasses, and she's got her jetpack on. Like, it's very casual kind of Pharah, but like it fits. Like, it fits so good, and I do quite love it. At number 2, we have a skin that I highly praised very recently in the Season 18 Battle Pass, Streetwear Pharah. I just love the skin-tight bodysuit on that. Her hair's actually pretty good in that, too. I love the way her gun looks. I imagine it looks super hella dope in Galactic, or even Gold, you know, like, so yeah, really cool skin in the Season 18 Battle Pass, but that was usurped this same season in Season 18 with her number 1 skin, the Music Festival skin. The way that she's done up like a raver chick, she's got like keyboards coming off of her jetpack, man. I don't see myself changing off this skin anytime soon. I bought it. It's crazy. It's crazy how sick this skin is, so I love it. Moving on to Reaper. At number 5, we have the Heartbreaker skin from the Season 9 shop. I did unlock a recolor of this in my recent Season 18 loot box opening, which you can go check out. So I don't have the original version of this, but I do have a recolor of it, and I do quite like it quite a bit. It's a very memey kind of like funny one, but I think that it's definitely still one of Reaper's best skins. Makes him look like an emo sad boy. So it's quite funny. Moving on to number 4, we have one that I kind of wish I had gotten during the Overwatch League team inventory sale. I didn't get it, but that is the Chained King Reaper. Just looking at this, man, like it's really well done. Like, the detail on it is insane. And props to anyone who has it. It's hella dope. Moving on to number 3, we have the Tomura Shigaraki skin from the Season 13 My Hero Academia collab. I'm a big fan of My Hero Academia, so I loved this whole collab when it came out, and this skin was definitely one of the highlights of it. Hella dope. I still find myself going back to it many seasons later. At number 2, we have another skin from Season 13, and that is his Grim Effigy skin from the Season 13 Battle Pass. Now, I was surprised when I saw this skin, because it's actually not using his Overwatch 2 model, it's actually using his Overwatch 1 model from Overwatch 1, but they recolored it in Season 13 of Overwatch 2, which is kind of interesting, but making him into this kind of like Wendigo kind of creature, absolutely perfect. Loved it. But number 1 had to go to Reaper's edgiest skin, because he is an edgy boy. Had to give him his edgiest skin. That's got to be the Hellfire Reaper from the Overwatch 1 Hero Galleries, one of those content updates. And man, it looks so good. I find myself going back to this skin quite a bit. I don't remember how I got it, but I apparently got it at some point. I do have it, and man, it is fantastic. Moving on to Sojourn, as we're almost an hour into this. Hope you packed some popcorn and a drink, because yeah, we're here for a while. At number 5, we have Witchbane from the Season 13 Battle Pass. It's very like kind of like dark and mysterious, and the gun actually looks really sick on this one. So yeah, I kind of had to put it here. At number 4, we have one from the Season 14 Battle Pass, and that is the skin from her cinematic, Cozy. I'm glad we I don't know why it took so long to get her Cozy skin from her actual cinematic into the game. But yeah, it came out in the Season 14 Battle Pass, and obviously with its lore ties and everything, it's a really great skin to have. At number 3 is a skin that I had been rocking on Sojourn for quite a while when I got it. And that is the Night Ops skin from the Season 10 shop. Just makes Sojourn look so sleek and so badass. Looks like they ripped her like straight out of Call of Duty, man. Like it doesn't get much more military and like epic as that. So yeah, love the Night Ops skin. It's great. At number 2 is probably one of the best Twitch drop skins they've ever done. Maybe with the exception of the Rainy Day set. That whole set was pretty great. But probably the second best Twitch drop set they've ever done, and that is the Barista skin from the Season 12 Twitch drops. I just love how it makes her look like this coffee shop employee, and all like the little coffee details all over her gun and her outfit. It's great. You pair this with some of her other like coffee themed cosmetics, and she just goes full Canadian, man. Like it's great. But at number 1, I had to absolutely put her mythic skin from Season 18. That is the Ultraviolet Sentinel Sojourn. Again, just like with Genji's, like the vocal effects are great, the color customization is great, all the different customization options are great. I still kind of wish that they would let you like kind of remove the visor from the Tier 2 hairstyle, but it's whatever, it is what it is. I love the Ultraviolet Sentinel Sojourn skin, one of the best mythics in the game, hands down. Moving on to Soldier 76. At number 5, I had to put his super iconic Grill Master 76 skin from the Summer Games. I mean, I know they have kind of like since milked the skin to death with like the zombie recolor and everything, and everybody uses it. Everybody and their grandma and their dog and their brother uses it, but it's iconic. Like, what can I say? I gotta put it here. At number 4, we have a skin that I've seen quite a few people use as well, and that is the Crimson Clown skin from the Season 7 Battle Pass. Kind of riffing off of Pennywise from It, you know what I mean? It's really creepy, really cool. And yeah, I don't have this one, but it is a super great skin for those that do have it. And I put it on this list because it's just that good. At number 3, we have a skin that's kind of gotten a little bit old as time has gone on, but it's still an oldie but a goodie. That is another Halloween skin for Soldier from the Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1, Slasher 76, that basically turns him into basically like a biker version of Jason Voorhees, essentially. But yeah, great Halloween skin for Soldier. It kind of turns his gun into like a little chainsaw thing, so it's kind of cool. I do quite like it. At number 2 is a skin from the anniversary event in Overwatch 1 that when I first saw it, like, basically it didn't even look like an Overwatch skin. It looked like it was like pulled out of like Titanfall or something. And that is his Cyborg 76 skin. Like, it just looks so different and so unique to any of his other skins. I still love it to this day. I still find myself going back to it sometimes. So yeah, it's still great. But at number 1, I had to put his Heist skin from the Season 12 shop in here. I love like the wolf mask. I love like the whole bank robber outfit. I love the fact that his gun, the ammo counter on it is like a bomb timer, which is really cool and unique. I find myself going back to this skin all the damn time, so I put it at number 1. Now, we have Sombra, and I do not exaggerate when I say that making the Sombra list was like pulling teeth. Because, as you guys know, Sombra's like one of my favorite heroes in the game, has a ton of great skins, and it was so hard to narrow this down to 5 skins, but man, I did it. So, starting out at number 5, we have a skin I've rocked on Sombra for a long time. That's her Talon skin from the Overwatch Archives event. I love the way her hair looks in that. The colors on it are super good. And it definitely shakes up the look of Sombra from the whole black and purple design to kind of like a more black, white, and red kind of look for Sombra, which looks really cool. At number 4 is another one of my like really sought after chase skins that I have yet to unlock. Though I've unlocked a few other supplemental things from the same bundle, so I imagine it's in there. It's in the loot boxes, but I have yet to pull it. I believe I had like I believe I had a friend who actually pulled it fairly recently in a loot box, so I do think it's in there. And that is from the Halloween Terror event. It was a challenge reward. That is Phantasma Sombra. The very like ghosty, glitchy looking like Sombra, man. It looks so good. Again, just like Ragdoll Echo, one of my most sought after chase skins in those loot boxes. I will scream and jump around the day I unlock Phantasma Sombra from a loot box. It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait. At number 3 is probably my most regretted skin for not getting. In all of Overwatch, I wasn't playing around this time when it came out, and when I found out that it came out, I was kicking myself. And again, I hope they make Battle Pass skins somehow obtainable again in the future. But it's from the Season 10 Battle Pass. That is Agent Calamar, turning Sombra into an actual Overwatch agent. Man, I wish I'd gotten this skin. It's so good. Every time Mirror Watch comes around, man, like I always try to pick Sombra and just religiously play Sombra and Mirror Watch just so I can play around with this skin for a few hours, because it's so good and I really regret missing it. At number 2, we have a skin that came out extremely recently in the shop of Season 18, and that is her Music Festival skin. It's really, really good. I love the way her hair looks in that. I love the outfit. It's just so fun. I love the way her gun looks too, man. It's just all around just fantastic. But what could possibly be better than that? Well, I think you already know. It's single-handedly probably my favorite skin for any hero in the entire game. And while I do think I like the recolor of it a little bit more than the base skin, just based on how iconic the base skin is, I had to put it over the recolor. And that is the Anti-Fragile Slay Star Sombra from the Season 7 SSERAFIM collab, of course, right? Like, legitimately, I'd argue it is the best skin for any hero in the game, period. Like, it's just that damn good. And so I had to put it here at number 1. Moving on to Symmetra. So, for Symmetra, at number 5, I have her Junker skin from the Season 10 Battle Pass. Makes her look like, you know, one of the Junkers. Gives her kind of a more rugged, kind of like, Outback kind of look, as opposed to her, you know, really prim and proper kind of way that she normally dresses. So it's really cool. I think it really switches up the vibes for Symmetra quite a bit. At number 4, we have a skin that, again, I kind of wish I had gotten. Although I might have gotten it, because I think I maybe still have it. I'm not 100% sure. But from the Season 13 shop, we have the Infernal Witch Symmetra. And this just goes so hard with the colors, like the orange and the red and the black and everything. It's just really good. And the yellow, like, yeah, it's just hella dope. I love the Infernal Witch Symmetra. At number 3, I almost put the original version of this skin on here, but after looking at the recolor of it from Season 16 via Twitch drop, I decided this one fit better, and that is the Ice Princess skin, again, like I say, from the Season 16 Twitch drops. I did not know that this was going to be a Twitch drop. If I did and I saw it, I probably would have hopped on that and gotten it. I just was not made aware of this skin existing until it was already too late. So yeah, if you got this skin, congrats, it's dope. Number 2 has been my go-to Symmetra skin for quite a long time, for years, and it was actually probably part of my single best pull out of any loot box I've ever gotten. I still go back and watch the moment on my channel when I pulled it, and that is from the original Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1, and that is Dragon Symmetra. That was, when I pulled it, I believe that was the time where I pulled 2 event legendaries in a single box. I believe it was that and also the Dracula Reaper in the same loot box, and I went crazy. It was on a loot box opening. I have it on my channel. You can go watch it, but man, Dragon Symmetra is just so dope. I know it's not necessarily a succubus per se, but it gives off a lot of the same vibes as a succubus, and I stuck with that skin for such a long time until our number 1 pick came around in Season 18. I have since swapped to that, and we'll probably not be changing it back anytime soon. In the shop, it was the Pink Lotus Symmetra. So gorgeous on this skin. I love every little detail of it. The gun, the dress, the hair, just everything about it is perfection. Perfect Symmetra skin in my opinion. I'm sticking with it for quite a while. Moving on to Torbjorn. At number 5, we have the Cybjorn skin from his anniversary event. No, it was in the anniversary event for him, and I had rocked this skin for quite a while in the game, and yeah, that's because Torb to me like didn't have a whole lot of amazing skins, at least that I had, and it was kind of a little bit difficult to find 5 skins for this list, but I did manage to do it, and luckily none of them are recolors, thank God. So that's my number 5 pick. Number 4 is a skin I do not have because it's part of the Season 9 Battle Pass, and that is the Tentacle Horror Torbjorn. Yeah, just super cool, like Cthulhu vibes with this one. And congrats to anyone who has it. It's a pretty dope looking Torbjorn skin. At number 3 is a skin that I haven't seen a whole lot of people use, but I was looking at it on the wiki and I'm like, you know, that kind of looks dope. And is the Captain skin from the Season 2 shop. Yeah, just it makes him look like this really cool like sea captain of like this cruise ship or whatever. Really cool. I do quite like it. At number 2, we have a skin that I believe I do have. I just, you know, for some reason or another, haven't really used it all that much, and I don't know why. And that is his Norse skin from the shop of Season 14. Just the way that they make the face on that look, and the way like his eyes and everything are, the outfit, the axe and everything, it's just great. I love it. And at number 1 is probably my favorite Torbjorn skin, even though it's only an epic. It came in the Battle Pass for Season 15. That's gotta be Sindri Torbjorn. Absolutely love it. I love like the whole volcano vibe with that, like with the really like molten-y kind of like look to it. It fits Torbjorn really well. And I have not swapped off this skin in a very long time. Well, I did swap off of it when I got another legendary Torb skin in a loot box, but I always seem to find myself going back to Sindri Torb. It's great. We only have 3 more heroes in the DPS category, as we've already gone well over an hour for this. So if you're still sticking with me, thank you so much. So continuing on with Tracer, starting out at number 5, we have a skin that I used for a very long time in Overwatch 1, and that was Tracer's Rose skin from the Overwatch 1 Lunar New Year event. I love it. I mean, it's basically just the redesign of her base skin right from Overwatch 1, but I love like the gold accents on like the black bodysuit. It looks really good, really pretty. I love the guns on it too. It's a really great skin for Tracer. You can't go wrong with that. At number 4, you might be a bit surprised to find that I have all the way down here at number 4, the Anti-Fragile Tracy, which is her Season 7 SSERAFIM collab skin. It is a very good skin, but Tracer's lineup is so stacked when it comes to the amount of amazing skins she's gotten that I had to put it all the way down here at number 4. It's still a great skin, but there are 3 other skins that are better, in my opinion. So, moving on to number 3, which is a skin that I have wanted for a very long time, and I did actually, thanks to somebody on Reddit, I did find out there is a bundle that you can buy that is not publicly listed on the Overwatch shop, but if you know the URL and you know the address, you can still buy it directly from the website. And that is the Will-O-Wisp Tracer from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event. And I absolutely love this skin. I love like how it makes Tracer look like a ghostly kind of like phantom spirit. And this skin is just absolutely fantastic. Definitely one of Tracer's best skins. And again, if you are looking for it and you want it, maybe I can throw in the link to that bundle in the comments if it still works, or the description. But because that's how I found it. Somebody on Reddit was like, "Hey, does this skin still exist?" I was like, "Oh yeah, here you go." And somebody like posted a shop link to just buy it outright. I'm like, "Oh my god, yes, thank you." Moving on to number 2, we have Operative Oxton from the Season 10 shop, obviously from the Mirror Watch set, same bundle as the Zarya skin we talked about earlier. It's really, really cool to see Talon Tracer, like an evil Tracer in that black and red kind of evil color scheme. It looks so good, you guys. I love the Talon Tracer. It's one of her best skins. But for number 1, I have not been this infatuated with a skin since the SSERAFIM Sombra has come out, and literally this might be like right underneath SSERAFIM Sombra as like probably my second favorite skin in the entire game for any hero. And that's got to be the streetwear skin from the Season 18 Battle Pass. I love the hat, I love the pigtails, I love the bodysuit. Everything about it is fantastic. I am absolutely in awe with this skin and obsessed with it. I don't see myself changing it for many, many years to come. It is one of the pinnacle skins of the game, in my opinion. Moving on to Venture. So obviously Venture, just like some of the other newer heroes, doesn't have a whole lot of skins, but I did want to cover the top 5 that I think deserve to be on this list. At number 5, we do have one recolor, that is the Alexandria Rare recolor. It's the blue and orange one, but I think, you know what it kind of gives me? It kind of gives me the vibes of, like, the London Spitfire Overwatch League skins, is what it kind of almost reminds me of. So I think it gets a pass on that front. It looks pretty good. But at number 4, we have the Ice Cream skin from Venture's initial launch as a hero in Season 10. It was that was in the shop, and it's definitely one of their cuter skins, I will say. Especially like with the emote that goes with it, like the brain freeze emote. That's really, really cool. Moving on to number 3, it's Toxic from the Season 15 Battle Pass. You don't get to see much of their face, but like, damn, like it's so badass. Like you can see the little like toxic little bubbles on their drill and everything, and all of, like the gear hanging from their belt. It's really, really cool. I do like it a lot. At number 2, I have the Masked Rose Venture from the Season 16 Battle Pass. It's obviously like riffing off of Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon, which I think is great. And it's just a very, very fun, cute skin for Venture. But at number 1, I have to say that it is the 8-bit skin from the Season 17 shop. I love like the masculine look for Venture. I hope we see. I said this before in my my retrospective for the season, that I hope we see more skins for Venture that kind of lean both ways. I want to see more masculine skins, and I want to see more feminine skins. I know that Venture is non-binary, so they probably want to ride that androgynous middle line, but I would love to see, like, you know, both sides of the coin. I want to see masculine Venture, I want to see feminine Venture, you know? And 8-bit definitely leans more into that masculine side, so I love it. It's a big thumbs up for me. It's Venture's best skin in the game. And our final DPS hero to talk about is Widowmaker. So obviously, Widow's got some absolutely massive Gunner bait skins in the game, and this was one of those ones that was incredibly hard to narrow down. Emphasis on the hard. Uh, so I eventually did do it, and it took some time, but I think I narrowed it down to a good top 5. So at number 5, we have Widowmaker's Talon skin from the Archives event. This was the first time we got to see Widow without the blue skin. So this is obviously in the lore when she was first being neurally reconditioned by Talon to be their like kind of sniper assassins before they had like lowered her heart rate. So you get to see what kind of she used to look like back as like just a normal looking person. So that was really, really cool. I rocked that Talon skin on Widow for many, many years after I got it. But moving on to number 4, we have one of the ultimate Battle Pass skins from Season 17, and that is the Principal Lacroix Widowmaker. This probably would have made it a lot higher had it not been for the gun. I think the gun is a little kind of, you know, doesn't match the vibes of that skin super, super well. I mean, but looking up the skin itself, then I had to at least throw it on here somewhere. And I think it fits here at number 4 quite well because of it. Moving on to number 3, although I said in my retrospective for this season that I don't really feel a super strong connection to the IP of this collab skin, I still feel like it was a very, very beautiful skin for Widow to have. That is the Baroness skin from the Season 17 G.I. Joe collab. I just love her hair in that. I love the glasses. I love like the nice black skin tight bodysuit. It looks so good on her. Yeah, I have been rocking this skin well past when I thought I would take it off. So yeah, it's definitely one of Widowmaker's best skins. Moving on to number 2, this was a skin that actually got re-released fairly recently, and I was almost gonna buy it, but then I'm thinking, you know, I have so many other good Widow skins, I don't really want to buy it, but even though I didn't actually buy it, I still think collectively we kind of can all be kind of a unanimous decision that this is one of Widow's best skins, and that is the Ange de la Mort Overwatch League skin. Obviously that gives her that really cool kind of like black and gray and red eerie kind of hooded masked figure vibe. And it's definitely a very, very creepy Widow skin, and I think it's great. I just didn't, at the time, I didn't want to actually just buy it. If it comes back again, and I have the extra money, maybe I'll get it, or maybe they'll start releasing some of those Overwatch League skins into the loot boxes, and you can maybe pull those. But I think we kind of are all in agreement that that's one of Widow's best skins, and I had to put it up here fairly high. But for me, there is one skin that outclasses it. Unfortunately, I don't have it. But I think that looking through all of Widow's skins and trying to be, like, objectively, like, looking at what might be the better Widow skin, and trying to not let, like, the recency bias kind of affect me, I had to go all the way back to Season 7's Battle Pass for our number 1 pick for Widowmaker, and that is the Ghostly Bride. I love, like, you know, the really tattered wedding dress on her. I love, like, the mascara and the makeup kind of, like, bleeding down her face as if she's, like, been crying. And this skin just goes so hard with whatever highlight intro you want to pair with it. It just goes so incredibly hard. I wish I had gotten this skin. Again, it was a Battle Pass skin in Season 7, so I don't have it. But, by God, this is definitely one of Widow's best skins, if not the best skin that she currently has in the game. And finally, as we close out here, let's talk about the supports. So, starting out, again, alphabetically with Ana. At number 5, I had to put one of Ana's, you know, young skins on here because it definitely makes her, you know, look a bit more appealing than the old grandma, right? So, so I had to put at least one on here. Although the floral skin we got in Season 18 was quite nice, I think that it's a bit over-designed in terms of you know, making Ana look very, very beautiful. It's a bit they kind of tuned it up a bit too much. So I went with one that makes her like look a lot closer to the way she does in the lore and, you know, in the history of Overwatch, and that is her stakeout skin from the Season 10 shop. It's a recolor, I believe, of one of her other skins that she has. I think it's her sniper skin, but I just love the look of it. I love the colors on it. It makes Ana really pretty without, like, you know, needing to over beautify her. I think it like it enhances Ana's natural beauty that way. At number 4, I have a skin that I've been rocking quite a bit since I got it. I think if I got it in a loot box, I do believe. And that is the Arch-Commanded Amari, also again from the Season 10 shop. Obviously, that's the Talon version of Ana. I love this skin. I mean, I think the bodysuit is a bit much on the skin, but I will say, like, it does make her look really menacing, and I like how she changes her voice lines in those lines, and it's, she basically, like, says, you know, I refuse to leave a peaceful world behind instead of a broken one, so, you know, it's really cool. I like how they made evil Ana. It looks super badass. At number 3, we have a skin from the Season 13 Battle Pass, and that is Bog Witch Ana. It's wicked creepy, and I think that, you know, like, if you see this skin in the match, like, you're gonna run for the hills, essentially. She does look like an evil witch who's gonna, like, you know, cook you up in a stew, so it's pretty awesome. So for number 2, we're gonna be moving away from the kind of creepy evil skins, and I have probably one of Ana's most beautiful skin, if not her most beautiful skin. At number 2, we have Sakura from the Season 17 Battle Pass. But yeah, it's definitely pretty with, like, I know it's just basically a recolor. It's a detailed recolor, I will say, of her base skin, but it is a recolor of her base skin. But my God, like, the colors they chose for it, like the pink and the white and all the flowers on it, it just looks so good. And even the gun itself is, like, really pretty with, like, the gold accents on it and stuff. So yeah, love the Sakura skin. But if I'm asking myself, like, what is the most iconic, badass, awesome Ana skin? The one that goes hardest with, like, that sleeping, like, sleep dart highlight intro? It's gotta be Ghoul. It's gotta be Ghoul from the original Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1. It's only an epic skin, but my God, like, when you see that Ghoul skin pop up with that highlight intro, and she does the shush thing, like, it's damn, like, that is so badass with the Ghoul skin. So I had to give Ana's Ghoul skin the number 1 honor there. And moving on to Baptiste now. Baptiste, for his number 5, I have a skin I don't believe I have in-game, but when I saw it in the wiki, I thought it looked very, very good. That's his formal wear skin from the Winter Wonderland in Overwatch 1. It was a challenge reward for that, and I think it makes him look very nice, very dapper. I do quite like the formal wear skin. Moving on to number 4 is a skin that I have not seen hardly anyone use, but I think it is very, very cool. And that is the Wasteland skin. That's just a basic epic that he has in the game. I just love, like, the helmet on it. It makes him kind of look something like Helldivers or like Halo or something like that. It just makes him look super badass with the helmet on and everything. I was maybe considering, like, the Medic skin, but I thought that the Wasteland skin did it a bit better than the Medic skin did, so I had to put that here. Moving on to number 3, we have his Season 10 Battle Pass skin, that is Scorpion. I just love, like, you know, the armored plating kind of look of that, how he looks like an actual Scorpion with it, all, like, the pointy bits on it. It just looks super cool. And moving on to number 2 is a skin that I wish I had. I do not have it, but that is his challenge reward skin from the Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1, and that is his vampire skin. I just think it's really cool, really creepy, really dark, and yeah, it's a great skin, and I wish I had it. Fortunately, I don't. Maybe someday I'll get it in a loot box or something, hopefully. But at number 1 is a skin that I currently have equipped on him, and I think that, you know, you see it a lot in the trailers and stuff whenever they want to show Baptiste. So if it's not his default skin, he's usually in this one because it's just that good. And I agree, I use it all the time on Baptiste. And that is his tropical skin from Overwatch 1's Summer Games. It's super casual, you know, he's just rocking like the shorts and the nice button down, and you know, he's got the drink and everything. I love this tropical Baptiste skin. I'll be rocking it for quite some time until something better comes along. But yeah, love this skin. Moving on to Brigitte. So Brigitte at number 5. Actually, Brigitte was fairly difficult to narrow down, despite not having a whole hell of a lot of amazing skins. I had a hard time deciding about like what order to put any of these in, because a lot of them are really good. At number 5, we have her Pearlescent skin from the Season 3 shop. It is just an epic like recoloring of her base skin, but I just love the way the Pearlescent looks, and it's gorgeous. Every time I see it in the shop, I kind of want to get it, but then I just, you know, never do. So one of these times I'll eventually get it, I think. It's a great skin. Moving on to number 4, that is going to be from the Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1. That is the Vampire Hunter skin. I just love all like the detailing around like her knees and her armor and stuff. I think it looks really, really cool. I didn't actually like get to take a look at like her weapons or anything, but I'm sure those are pretty sick as well if they go with that skin. And yeah, that'd be another skin I don't know if I have or not. I want to say I don't, but I'll have to double check. If I do, I'm going to probably be rocking that this coming Halloween season. At number 3, we have yet another skin from Season 10, because obviously Season 10 has just been a banger, I guess. Sucks that I kind of just came in a little bit late to the game. Came in at Season 11. If I had just come in one season earlier, I could have had all these banger skins. But Season 10's Battle Pass skin was Talon Brigitte, and I just love, again, like that Talon branding, the black, the white, the red, makes it look super dark, super evil, and I think that's one of Brigitte's best skins now because of it. And moving on to our number 2 skin, that's gotta be the Anti-Fragile BB from the Season 7 SSERAFIM collab. It's a kind of more of a simpler skin, but you know, the SSERAFIM branding, it just goes so hard. They really outdid themselves with this SSERAFIM collab in 2023, and it's definitely been one of Brigitte's best skins. I kept it when I did finally unlock it in Season 12. I had it equipped for quite a few seasons after that. Didn't want to switch off of it until our number 1 came along in Season 16, and that is from the Battle Pass, Heart of Strength Brigitte. I love like the dress, the yellow and gold and like kind of rosy pink accents to it. All like the cap motifs. I love the way her hair looks in that. It's so good, and I have yet to switch off of Heart of Strength Brigitte yet. So yeah, it's my number 1 for Brig. Moving on to Illari, which was a pretty straightforward one for me to go through. I did struggle a little bit with this one, but for the most part, I think I nailed it. At number 5, I'm going to give it to her Eclipse skin, which is just one of her base epic skins from the Hero Gallery. It's the only one of these where she's actually masked, but I think the mask looks super intimidating, super cool. So yeah, great skin for Illari. Number 4 is one of those other skins that I'm kicking myself I never got, because it was from a previous season's Battle Pass. It was in Season 6, and that has got to be the Llama Pajamas Illari. Just looks super cute in her llama pajamas, and I just love everything about that skin. Unfortunately, wasn't around to get it, so again, hopefully they'll give us a chance to get some of these Battle Pass skins sometime in the future. Maybe nearer to the end of Overwatch 2's life, they'll be like, okay, you know, here's a bunch of Battle Pass skins you missed on them, have fun, you know. So At number 3, we have a skin that I did pick up. It was one of the first skins I actually picked up for Alari when I got back into the game again. I call it Emo Alari because she looks like she's, you know, coming from an emo concert. But officially it's called Nightfall. It's from the Season 7 shop. And I just love, like, the dark gothic imagery of this one. It's super, super cool. Even the cosmetics that go with it, like, you know, the name card and everything, just give off super goth emo vibes. I love it a lot. Moving on to number 2, if you really want to get dark and mysterious, let's talk about the Season 9 Battle Pass skin I have here at number 2, Shadow Child. Again, this is one of those chase skins I wish I had gotten, you know, back in the day. Missed out on it. I'm kicking myself for it. But it just makes Alari look, like, super dark and super menacing with, like, the bandages over her eyes and just this dark kind of mummy kind of evil kind of vibe to it. I love it a lot. Wish I had gotten it, but unfortunately I missed out on it. But I did get her number 1 skin, and that's gotta be, like, again, her hands down, her sexiest skin to date. It's gotta be the poolside skin from the Season 18 shop. I love it a lot. I've been using it a lot. I don't see myself getting off of it anytime soon. It's gonna take a miracle to get me off of this skin because goddamn I love it so much. Moving on to Juno. So for Juno, I have at number 5 a skin that I initially didn't care for that much, but you know, now that it's passed, I still have it in Game Pass, but now that the time to buy it has passed, I'm kind of like, you know, this skin was alright. I wish I had gotten it. And that is the Freshman Teomin skin from the Season 17 shop as part of the Overwatch Academy bundle. And I just love the way her hair looks in this. Like, her school uniform is very cute. I like the, you know, emote and stuff that goes along with this as well. I actually have that equipped currently. So yeah, love this skin. Maybe, you know, if it comes in a loot box, I'll you know, be happy to see it because this is a great skin. And then moving on to number 4, we have another skin that I didn't end up getting. I do think it's pretty sick though. And that was the Ember skin from the Overwatch 2 esports drops. I don't know. It was before some. It was one of the crowdfunding bundles, I think, for one of the majors. And it basically gives Juno this very, like, cool, fiery kind of look to her, where, like, her hair looks like it's, you know, on fire and everything. It looks super, super cool. I didn't pick it up, unfortunately, but I do think it's a great skin for Juno. Moving on to number 3, we have the GOATs coming back again for that second round collab. I'm talking, of course, about Juno's Fearless skin from the second round of the SSERAFIM collab in Season 15. Definitely one of the best skins in that second collab. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, like I say, Ash and Juno might have been the 2 best ones to come out of that second round of the SSERAFIM collab. I absolutely love this skin. But at number 2, I had to give it to Juno's Season 16 Mythic skin, Hero of Heart. The customizations on this skin are unmatched. There's so many cool combinations you can do with it. Like I say, I really love the all completely maxed out level 4, but even just combining some of the other, you know, hairstyles and colorways and dresses with it, it just looks so good. Had to put it here at number 2. And at number 1, it is Juno's most recent skin to come out, and that is the Music Festival skin from Season 18's shop. There's something about the way her hair looks, the colors of the outfit. It's just a visual treat for the eyes to look at every time I look at it. I believe it even has like these cute little cat ears on the gun, which is really cool. So yeah, love the Music Festival Juno. Got to put it here at number 1. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time where we have to do the impossible task of ranking the Skin Queen herself, Kiriko. Now, as everybody I'm sure is very much aware, Kiriko has a buttload of skins. So many of them are amazing, obviously because they sell like hotcakes. So, how could I possibly pick a top 5 of these? Well, I've done it, and I'm gonna start it off with a skin that came out in the Season 17 shop, and that is the Sophomore Komori set, also from the Overwatch Academy bundle. I just, I love the school uniform. I love the way that her hair is done up. I love all the little fox motifs that they sprinkled around that skin. Looks super, super cute. It's one that I do hope I get in a loot box someday because it is absolutely adorable. Moving on to number 4, it pained me putting it this low, but again, there were so many other amazing Kiri skins, I just had to put it down here. And that is her Himiko Toga skin from the Season 13 My Hero Academia collab. I think this is single-handedly probably the best skin in the My Hero Academia collab as a whole. And I find myself going back to it quite a bit. Although with the rest of the skins that are in her top 5 here, might be a while before I return to this one again, because there's just so many cool bangers for Kiriko, but I do love this Toga skin. It's definitely the best out of that whole collab, and one of Kiriko's best skins overall, so yeah, love the Toga skin. Moving on to number 3, we're going to Season 18 now, one of her most recent skins, that is Hydrangea. And my favorite thing about this is mostly like her outfit and her dress. I love, the way it looks like a wedding dress, and I love that the fact she has very much added these wedding motifs to kind of her healing Afuda. I think those are really, really cool, and it's just a very, very beautiful skin. My only little gripe with it is that like the face is a little bit, off a little bit, but other than that, like I think that Hydrangea Kiriko is one of her best skins, a near perfect skin. Moving on to number 2. It only gets better from here because at number 2 we have Rainy Day Kiriko from the Season 15 Battle Pass. The outfit on this skin is not only really, really pretty to look at, it's a technological marvel. I don't know how they managed to make that almost semi-transparent outfit also glow like a pearlescent kind of color. Don't know how they did that, but it looks really beautiful. I love her pink hair. I love like the umbrella motifs all around it. It's so beautiful. One of Kiriko's best skins, hands down. But what could be possibly better than Rainy Day Kiriko? I didn't think there could be anything better, but this season proved me wrong in Season 18 with the Season 18 Battle Pass skin, our Tier 80 unlock, Streetwear Kiriko. This just looks so high-tech, so punk, so awesome. Love the way her hair's done up in like a ponytail with like, her hair's like kind of fluffed up a bit as well. All like the super futuristic cyberpunk kind of like aspects of this design. I love Streetwear Kiriko, and initially I had Hydrangea Kiriko equipped after I bought it, but I ended up loving Streetwear Kiriko so much that I switched back to Streetwear Kiriko after buying Hydrangea. It's that good. So that's why I'm like, you know what, I gotta put Streetwear Kiriko number 1. Hands down her best skin. Moving on to our resident pretty boy Lifeweaver. At number 5, I gave him his Lifeguarder shop skin from Season 11. I think for me the best part about this skin is like his back pedal thing where it has the like the water kind of coming out of the pedals. I thought that looked really, really cool. And I did rock this skin on Lifeweaver for quite a long time. Moving on to number 4, which is Lifeweaver's most recent skin that he got as part of the challenge rewards for the 2025 anniversary event in Season 18, that is the Vampire Regent Lifeweaver. Again, I know this is a recolor, but as far as recolors go, it completely flips the original on its head because it does make him look like an old Victorian vampire with like this kind of like black and red, kind of almost reminds me of like, those old Victorian drapes kind of a thing for his pedal. gave them that like pale vampire look and everything. Lots of dark grays and dark colors and red everywhere. It just makes him look like a vampire. It looks super cool. At number 3, I have his Demon Rocker skin from the Season 16 Battle Pass. Again, I love my Succubi, I love my demon characters, and although the Demon Rocker Life Weaver is not a chick, I still think that, you know, that having a demon Life Weaver is really, really cool. And definitely one of his best skins. At number 2, I actually kind of flip-flop between number 2 and number 1 for quite a while, but then I'm like, you know what, I think this belongs at number 2. And that is his poolside skin from the Season 18 Battle Pass. I think the only thing that kind of kept it from the number 1 spot was his thorns on his, like, weapon. I think that the yellow was a little bit weird of a choice for that, but otherwise, I love this skin. It gives him this super cool, like, beachy vibe to him. Again, very Ken-coded, you know, so it's pretty cool. And then at number 1, I thought about, you know, what is Lifeweaver in a nutshell? He's like, you know, the romance guy, right? He's all about romance. He's all about love. And what skin embodies that better than the Season 14 shop skin, Eros? That basically turns him into almost like a Cupid-like kind of character. And I just think this skin fits Lifeweaver so well. It's really visually pretty to look at. Again, it captures his essence really, really well. I think Eros has got to be Lifeweaver's best skin. Moving on to Lucio. So Lucio's number 5 skin I have, it was kind of hard to pick some skins for Lucio. Not necessarily because they were all good. It was hard to find skins that were good, honestly, with Lucio. Lucio kind of had quite a few duds in his lineup, so I kind of struggled to get, you know, some good Lucio skins here, but I think I got it. So number 5 is going to be his Snow Fox skin from the Overwatch 1 Winter Wonderland event. I just love, like, the snowboarder vibes with it. It looks pretty sick. The way his, like, ski visor is kind of like looking like a fox head. It looks super cool. Number 4 is a skin that I had equipped on Lucio for quite a long time, simply because of the, you know, the sound effects it made and everything. I thought it was really cool. And that is his Jazzy skin from the Overwatch 1 Anniversary event. It basically, you know, trades in his techno beeps and boops for this really nice, cool, sexy saxophone kind of sound. So I thought it was kind of cool to switch it up a little bit with Lucio, and I had that skin equipped for a long, long time. Moving on to number 3 has got to be his Satyr skin from the Overwatch 1 Halloween Terror event. And I just love how this makes him look like almost like a demon or some kind of, like, you know, evil beast of some sort. I have yet to play around with it. I did buy it. It's currently sitting in my hero gallery, but I have yet to kind of play around with it. I might switch to it for the Halloween season coming up. But yeah, looks super, super cool. Definitely one of his most unique skins. At number 2, I have his Bard skin from the Season 5 shop. Obviously to go with the whole Quest Watch theme of that season. And it makes him look very much like a traditional Bard character you would encounter in any D&D campaign. He just looks really, really cool. With, like, the feather and everything, and it also came with that really cool, like, emote of him, like, tuning the guitar and everything, so, or the mandolin, or whatever you call it. So yeah, I think that's a really, really cool skin for Lucio. But number 1 is the skin that I find myself going back to for Lucio over and over and over again, and that is his 2019 All-Star skin from the Overwatch League. I just love the colors on it. I love the gold and the green and everything on it. It looks super, super cool. And it fits really well with the emote, of course, everything that goes with it. So yeah, love it a lot. Moving on to Mercy again. Just like Sombra, just like Kiriko, how does one possibly boil down Mercy's top 5 best skins? She has gotten so much love in the skin department over the years. How do I possibly do it? Well, I have done it, and it was incredibly difficult, but I have narrowed it down to 5. At number 5, and people are probably going to hate me that this isn't number 1, But at number 5, I had to pick the absolutely iconic, classic, one of the first ever Goonerbait skins in Overwatch. It's gotta be Witch Mercy from Overwatch 1's Halloween Terror. I remember this was the most sought-after skin by so many people for years after it came out. And it's still an absolute classic, absolute banger. They have recolored it to death, and I think the recolors are not as good, to be honest. But the original, absolute banger. Had to put it on the list. At number 4, I have a skin that when I first saw it, I knew I had to have it, and eventually I did get it. And that is the Zombie Doctor Mercy from the Season 7 shop. It's just really, really awesome how they took like the nurse concept for Mercy and then like zombified it for the Halloween season. It makes her look really creepy with a little bit of sexy thrown in, you know. So super, super cool skin. I'll have to switch back to that for the Halloween season now that I'm thinking of it. At number 3, we have one of Mercy's most recent skins, and that is her Sakura skin from the Season 17 shop. Something about the colors of it, the way her hair's done up, her makeup, it just looks incredibly gorgeous, and such a treat to behold, especially when Mercy has so many of these other like really majestic and beautiful looking skins. You think of like, you know, Princess Mercy and the one from the Lunar New Year event, and like all these other like really gorgeous Mercy skins. I think this one just ekes out above them all. Sakura Mercy from Season 17 is absolutely breathtaking. It's why it's at number 3. At number 2, we have yet another collab skin, and it's gotta be her Season 15 SSERAFIM collab from the round 2 of that collab series from the shop. It's the Fearless Mercy. Again, I love the way her hair's done up. I love like the yellow on her outfit. It just makes her look like an absolute K-pop idol, and it's an absolute treat to look at every single time I equip it. And there's many times that I find myself wanting to go back to it, but with as many amazing skins as Mercy has and continues to get, it's hard to go back to it. But like, but I think when you boil it down, it is one of Mercy's top 5 skins. And at number 1, what do I possibly have for number 1, the best Mercy skin of all time? It's her Season 10 Mythic. Vengeance Mercy. There is no other skin that comes close to how cool that is, how customizable that is, and it makes her look so badass and so awesome that you know, I can't even. I can't even. I waited for quite a few seasons to actually be able to get Vengeance Mercy. So when I finally did, it was really awesome, and I still continue to love Vengeance Mercy to this day. Moving on to Moira, we have at number 5, it's gotta be her Blackwatch skin from the Overwatch Archives event in Overwatch 1. Again, just like brings back a lot of nostalgia for the Retribution event. It makes Moira look kind of stealthy and menacing, and I think it's just a great skin for Moira. At number 4, we have one that's kind of become quite iconic, especially with the Wrath of the Bride event for Halloween Terror, and that's got to be Moira's Banshee skin from the Halloween Terror event in Overwatch 1. Yeah, it's just become iconic at this point. It's one of the best Halloween skins, I think, in the game overall. Probably right up there with, you know, like Mercy's Witch skin and Dr. Drunkenstein and all that. Wicked, wicked iconic. Got to put it on this list at number 4. At number 3, we have a skin that I didn't expect to put on here, because when I first saw it, I didn't think it was anything special. But looking at it again on the wiki, I'm like, damn, that is really nice. And that's got to be her Wicked skin from the Overwatch League. I was initially going to put the Atlanta Reign version of it, but then I saw the original. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, the original's pretty dope, too, so I'll just go with the original. Yeah, I love the Wicked skin. It's wicked underrated. Get it? Didn't plan that way. But yeah, super underrated for that skin. I wish more people would use it. It's a great skin. Definitely one of Moira's best. And at number 2, I picked a skin that I think I'm going to be getting sometime fairly soon. Sometime fairly soon, probably when, you know, the mythic content for a season's a little bit on the lower side. It's definitely on my list of things to get, and that is her Season 7 mythic skin, Ancient Caller. There's so many cool customizations for this. The voice effect is like really creepy and ominous. I love it a lot. Hands down one of her best skins. But the number 1 skin is the skin that when I got it, I have basically never taken it off except for a couple of occasions, only to put it back on shortly after. And that is Lilith, which is her Season 7 shop skin from the Diablo 4 collab. And I love Diablo 4. Diablo 4 was like the first Diablo game that I sat down and played just by myself. I did play a little bit of Diablo 3 back in the day, but I really wasn't into it back then. Diablo 4 was the first time I sat down and played a whole Diablo game myself. Played it all the way through. I love Diablo 4. One of the best gaming experiences I've ever had, actually. And I'm still sitting on the Vessel of Hatred expansion. I bought it, I just haven't touched it yet because I'm kind of a bit intimidated to actually try it. But I love the story of Diablo 4, so to see Lilith Moira in the game was huge. So the second I saw that come back up, I bought it. Love Lilith Moira, hands down my favorite skin in the game for her, and one of her best skins. Moving on to the new boy, Wu Yang. So obviously, this one is going to be a bit predictable, considering he has less than 5 skins out that are you know, not skins he launched with. So starting out, number 5 is going to be his default skin. I'm sorry, like there's not much else I can do here. I gotta be honest, you know, the other recolors that he has are not as good as his default skin, but the 2 recolors that I did like, which are coming in at number 4 and number 3 respectively, are Su Lian, which is the white and red recolor, and then at number 3 is the Nong Mo, which is the black and blue recolor. I think that those are at least halfway decent rare recolors. Again, not my favorite thing to do to put rare recolors on this list, but again, hey, he's a new boy, he doesn't have a whole lot of skins out yet, not much else I can do about that. But at number 2, pretty predictable, it's going to be his Season 18 shop skin, Poolside. I like the way that they did his hair differently. I like the colors on the whole thing. I think the orange kind of clashes really good with the blue, and everything. It looks super cool. I love the Poolside Wu Yang. But at number 1, it's his most recent skin coming from the Persona 5 collab, and that is Joker Wu Yang from Season 18. Yeah, so I think that it definitely looks almost exactly like, you know, the character from Persona 5. And I have it. I think it looks great on him, and is definitely his best skin currently to date. But again, he is the new boy. We'll see how that changes in the years ahead. And finally, we've hit that point. If you stuck with me through this whole, perhaps maybe 2-hour video, if you stuck with me through this whole thing, here we are at the end, Zenyatta. So, number 5 for Zenyatta is a skin that I had on him for a very long time. Pretty much all the way through Overwatch 1, and well into Overwatch 2. That is his Halloween Terror skin from the first Halloween Terror, Cultist Zenyatta. Again, very much Cthulhu kind of vibes with that. I like the voice lines that are on it, the special voice lines. Yeah, definitely one of Zen's best skins. But at number 4, we have his Season 14 shop skin, Celestial, from obviously the Celestial set. I didn't expect to like this skin as much as I did, but when I unlocked it and started using it, I'm like, damn, okay, this skin is actually kind of dope. I like the sound effects to it. I think, you know, the face on it is different than we normally see with Zenyatta. It just looks really cool. I do like the Celestial skin a lot. At number 3 is a skin that's a little bit better than that, obviously. It's his Season 10 shop skin, the Z3N Destroyer, which turns him into a Null Sector Omnic instead of a Shambali Monk. Yeah, super cool, evil-looking Zenyatta on this one from, obviously, if he was part of the terrorist organization Null Sector. Yeah, really cool skin. I had this in Game Pass for a while until I believe it came up in my Maximilian Vault, at one point, so I did end up buying it there. So now I have it now, and yeah, I find myself using it quite a bit. Number 2 was a skin I didn't expect to like. Initially when I first saw it, I didn't buy it, didn't think it was super cool, but I did unlock it in a loot box, and I have been using it, and I find, you know what, it's alright. It's alright, and that is his Season 7 shop skin, Bathmaster. Obviously with the cute little shower cap, you know, the rubber duckies as his balls, all like the squeaking sound effects and stuff. It's super cool. I love the Bathmaster skin. Definitely one of his best skins, one of his most iconic skins now, I think, in the game. And at number 1, what could be better than that? Well, it's the skin that I have not since taken off, except for the Bathmaster skin when I got that in a loot box, but I still think it's better than that. It's his Season 17 Battle Pass skin, 8-bit. I love like the puppy ears on him, the way his like face is like a digital recreation of Zenyatta's face. It just looks really cool. All like the colors and the synthwave kind of vibes to it. Super awesome. But that's gonna do it for me. I've been talking way too fucking long for this thing. Jesus Christ, we stuck through this whole thing. Like, props to you, I guess, because this is what a random ass video. I didn't expect it to even take this long, but yeah, this was a morbid curiosity that I had, and I'm like, you know what? Let's fucking rank every hero's top 5 skins. Why not? You know, so that's gonna do it for me here today. Remember, guys, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'm Passion, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah. Turn me on a couple on the screen, what you know about it. Get it.